What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. We're in an empty garage right now because the Minimax currently is at home. It is at Diesel Works and it might be done today. And we might even go out to the racetrack. Oh, are we fogging up? Focus. Clarity. Unlike my allergies. Are we gonna sneeze today? Maybe, we'll see. Like I was saying, we might be going to the racetrack tonight, but that is not going to be the main focal point of the video. Rather, it has to do with not those boxes, although those boxes are for the 2020, or they were supposed to be for the 2020, but they are the wrong product. We did get some all-weather floor mats sent to us, but they're for a 1500 rather than a 2020, 2500 HD, 3500 HD full-size truck, so we can't be putting those on. But we do have another box from the factory that we're gonna be opening up, looking at, and installing onto the truck today. And then later today, we might end up going down to the racetrack possibly to get some content with the Minimax if it gets fixed. There's lots of variables. It could or could not work out. See this hat? This is the same hat that we now offer on Enthusiast for a limited release. This is the Dokai Foundation. They inspired me to get this hat because it's so freaking comfortable. It's like all of our trucker hats that you guys love on the website, but it says Enthusiast like right here rather than the Dokai Foundation. The Dokai Foundation is absolutely awesome though. These guys are really good friends of mine. I love this hat so much that they inspired me to bring it onto the site. And I'm really happy because the feedback that we've gotten on them has been insane and out of this world. And well, different colors are always a good thing. I know you guys like the trucker hats, and anything you grab on the site, whether it's a limited trucker hat or not, gets you automatically entered for a chance to win my baby. The 2015 LML Duramax that started this channel is going to be going home to one of you guys in the middle of September. Guys, that truck right there, I bought brand new. It's only got 58,000 miles on it, 4 to 6 inch Cognito, the American Forces, the Stealth 64, the CP3 conversion, and everything that's on it, including the train horns, which I know you guys love, will be going to one of you, and a hat like this could be your winning ticket. First link in the description below. Just imagine, you might be taking that thing home if you decide to get entered. Pulling triggers, baby. Oh, the 2020 looking oh so fly. It did rain a little bit earlier. It's kind of musty and dusty out right now, but look at that beautiful water beading, courtesy of our good friend Forged Rick at Forged Motorsports. Oh my God, is it so nice? Beads on beads on beads. And another new favorite feature of mine is the mirrors. Check this out. Double tap. And fold. That's the box we're playing with today. Time to go to the shop. This interior color has grown on me so much, by the way. That is the dark gray, and there's the dark walnut. So like dark gray ash, dark walnut. Sick color combo that they did different. Out of the expectation, out of the norm. A quote that I live by via Albert Einstein is, a person that follows the crowd goes no further than the crowd, but a person that walks alone finds themselves in very special places. All right, no more philosophical stuff. Let's get moving. All right, boys and girls, today we're doing another first of the 2020, and for me, as I alluded to, in this box are some things that I think you guys are gonna be really happy to see, and I'm really happy to see myself, actually. We, ladies and gentlemen, have OEM paint-matched Fender flares and clips that just went flying everywhere, which I'll definitely need. Smooth, Jack, real smooth. For the 2020, apparently those clips fly off extremely easily. This over here in the junk pile for the time being. Maybe we'll put the stock ones back in there. But yes, ladies and gentlemen, today's the day, as exciting as it is, that we are gonna be replacing these, call it textured black Fender flares with OEM paint matched Fender flares. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, that is right. These are paint matched directly from the factory. They are an OEM GM aftermarket part, which is kind of nice because then it's no muss, no fuss. We got them directly through Lara Buick GMC, which is where we ended up picking this truck up. And crazy enough, I know 4 other people that have bought trucks through Lara just because of my videos, which is really mind-boggling. Truly shows the power and the influence that social media has. And guys, I'm so grateful for your support. I know I say that all the time, but I always like to just keep that at the forefront and just let you guys know I'm very grateful for your fellowship. So these should be kind of interesting. On the back here, you can see with some of the clips that were falling off, they don't really stay in all that well just because they're tiny little pop-in clips here, but they will go back into place very easily. You can see that there's a ton of them. Obviously, they don't want these things to move once they're on. So we've got, let's see here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. 22 clips just on that front fender liner, and there's probably about 30 on the back, being that it's longer. So it shouldn't be too difficult to get these installed. And it's kind of crazy because like that one simple mod is going to make one really big difference. Now, in regards to these amber Fender, I don't know, call them what you want. People are referring to them as bicycle reflectors. I can kind of see why, because they're by the wheels and they're kind of long. We're gonna keep them as is for the time being. I have plans for those down the road, but I also want to see what comes out in the aftermarket before I invest any money into handling these. The one way that I know that I could do something with them, but I don't want to kind of jump to that real quick. I just want to see what options come out. We will be taking those out of these flares and putting them into those. Unfortunately, from the factory, they do not offer any flares that do not have these cutouts. It'd be kind of nice if they did, and I wouldn't be surprised if they started listening to customers. but only time will tell. It'd be nice if you could just kind of delete that as a whole. So first things first, we got to pull out this felt fender liner. One sweet thing is they put a lot less bolts in these 2020s than they did the 2015. They were just way overkill. And one pesky clip. It is so fresh, but you can see that OEM GM coating is already starting to rub off, and that's the first time the fender flare's out, so very nice, very nice. Got some stainless steel braided lines there for the brakes. That's pretty cool. Not the whole thing, unfortunately, but those are flexible lines. First time looking up under here, man, look at all the wiring harnesses. Wow. There's the ECM. Confirmed this is the E99 ECM on the L5Ps, same as the last generation, which is good news. My God, look at all that wiring. That is insane. So, I don't know how much you guys will be able to see up under here. You can see all of those clips. And what we're gonna do is we're just gonna slowly work out each and every one by one, so that way we don't break a whole bunch. Although it doesn't necessarily matter because we have new clips, I just like to try and not break parts that are off of my brand new truck. So let's see how this goes. You can actually get behind here and squeeze each one. So that way your likelihood of breaking them is way lower. Although it'll probably hurt the crap out of your hands for a while. Go to use a plier to do it a little easier. All right, guys, pardon the fan in the background here. It's hot as shit today, so gotta keep the air moving in here before I die. But here's a good look at the fender without the fender flare. It's big. It's like 3.5 inches compared to the old ones, which are about 1.5 inches. And man, they have a gazillion little clips in here that hold them in, so it's kind of a little bit of a pain to get them out, but I mean, it's not that bad. You kind of have to pull the clips out of the actual fender themselves, so that way as you're working around, it's not like it's clipping back in as you're applying some leverage either side. There is everybody's favorite connector to everybody's favorite amber light. That must be interesting for the aftermarket to just come out with new fender flares rather than having to delete the whole thing and do like body work. Just offer ones that are OEM style without the actual built-in fender flare. That's held in by 2 Torx bits. We'll just apply them to the new one and we'll keep rolling. I'm gonna have to pull the fender flare out and whatnot, so I'm gonna get to work on that right now. I don't want to bore you guys with it, so I'll catch you right after. 1, 2, 3, and 4 are all removed, and now we're at the point where we need to pull out all these awesome side markers and get them installed in the new paint match fender flares. Man, I'm excited about this. It's gonna look good. That's real nice. Paint quality is super good. I would expect nothing less from the factory, which is nice. OEM GM parts you just can't beat. And honestly, I feel like the orange reflector, if we had to pick the black or the white, I'd prefer it on the white. So now we just got to get back to work assembling these. I got a few more little clips that I need to pull out that were somewhat challenging, if you will. So a little bit of cleanup work there. There are literally clips everywhere on the ground because I did end up breaking a few knowing that I had extra. So a little bit of cleanup work and we'll get back to it. Ooh, that's nice. Sweet. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are done. Are you guys ready to see the new flares? Unfortunately, we're not in the best setting to do that right now, so we're gonna go out to get to a better location so I can show you guys a full walk around of what these things look like. And man, it's a total mess in my shop, but we're gonna have to clean that up some other time because to be honest, I just don't feel like doing it right now. You guys ever have those times? I know, laziness, striking in full force. Oh my God, I love this thing. And peep that turning radius. Oh yes. 24x14 is level, boys. And we got turns for days. Wow, I am just floored by how much those help. Now, the big question is, what do you guys think of the polished wheels? I think I wasn't sold on them at first because the black around the wheel arches kind of distracted. It was a little bit too much black, and I want to say the black 22s off of DDG number 4, the truck that one of you guys is going to be winning, looked better on it because it kind of complemented all the black. But now that those are white and body color, it seems like the polished wheels make a little bit more sense with the little black accents on the front valence, the of tires, the black mirrors, of course. It's got some of the black plastics up front, both in the bottom of the bumper and in the functional air dam. Of course, the side step and then the rear step, but those black fender arches were just a little too much, and I think they really distorted the overall beauty of this truck. You guys got to drop a comment below. To those that voted black wheels before, are your opinions changing a little bit? I kind of feel like mine are. Now, one thing that's really interesting is all of the arches and the lines that make up these body panels, both the front fender and the rear. You can see how they're almost kind of slanted in and then they bevel out. And that almost makes the fender flares look a different color, but in direct sunlight where no shadow exists, those fender flares are the exact same color as the truck. It's just really bizarre, being that the bed almost shades a portion of the transition between the bed and the over fender, both up front and in the rear, whereas if that was completely flat, it would match identically, and it does. I just didn't have the opportunity to film it out in the sunlight, so it's kind of hard to get an accurate representation for anybody on film, especially because it's probably not coming out as accurately as it should. But guys, take my word for it, they definitely do. It's just kind of interesting. Sam and I from Lime Ridge were just checking them out earlier, because at first I was kind of thinking that they didn't, and boy, would that have made great content or what. I bought OEM factory fender flares that didn't match. It's like, holy crap, because when you buy GM parts, you'd think that they were the best. Now, you can see up front, I am not running the little built-in mud flap. That is part of how I'm able to clear the 24x14s with the 33 14.5s. In the rear, you can see we still have them on. Up front, you don't really notice unless you point it out. I'm gonna point it out because I want to be honest with you guys. I feel like I'm holding the beer as I'm sitting here pointing things out. Look at this lack of paint match fender caps there. I mean, can you just believe this nonsense? Don't worry guys, it's just Red Bull. But that is kind of interesting. I bought these thinking that those would come with them, but they don't. I don't know if they offered those painted from the factory, although I'm going to look, and if they don't, it's already pretty smooth plastic, so we'll send them to our good buddies at Peach Bottom Auto Body to get them all taken care of, paint matched up. You can't really tell when you step away because it kind of blends in with the shadow of the bed and the black tire, but now that I pointed out, you guys are probably going to keep your eyes locked on it. I'll tell you what, I'm extremely pleased with this mod. I really think it did exactly what this truck needed. No rubber band mans today. Sorry, T.I. We're past you now, brother.
Paint blue faces on the canvas as I write classic poems like Sanskrit.
It's now a constant game of how close can we get. Look at that. It's one of those nights, boys, where you just went to grill some beautiful pieces of meat on the bobby and ran out of propane. How many people hate when that happens? And they always know when it happens too. That's the thing. It's like I seasoned them up, the doggies were outside, a beer was about to be opened, fired up the barbie, laid the steaks on. I was like, took that first sip, saw the temperatures decrease. It always happens. So anyway, guys, that's where I'm gonna end this video. Got some awesome food that I'm about to cook up for the family, hang out with the wife for the rest of the evening. Just wanna say thank you again for all your support all the time. I love you guys beyond all imaginable abilities for me to explain it. Seriously, love your support. If you guys wanna grab one of the limited hats that are just like this, except without this. Again, I don't have mine right now because, well, I was working on my truck and I got it really dirty and it wasn't an accurate representation, so I figured I'd use the one that influenced this move. Go ahead and grab them right now, or any other products on the site get you automatically entered for a chance to win the OG, baby. The OG LML. Gooseneck not included. That needs to stay for the 2020, but one of you guys is going to be winning my baby, the freshest of fresh LMLs out there in the world, the OG DURTYMAX. If you can see yourself owning this truck, then I wouldn't hesitate to get entered. My like league, I love you guys. Do what you do best. Tap that subscribe button on your way out, and I'll see y'all in the next upload. White Iverson, baby. We got T.I., we got Post Malone. Oh, boy. Oh, wait, I forgot. And 3, 2, 1.
Day.